So we're in a unique time period where prices for just about everything are going up. The demand for things is very high. And the economic conditions are making it such that the marketplace allows for high prices. And there is no end in sight. So what you have is a seller's market that produces bidding wars for houses. What you have is cars or RVs or different goods or that are sold are at all-time highs. You have a stock market at an all-time high. You have most of the prices and most of the economic indicators are at all-time highs. And for a buyer, you have to be aware that this is a seller's market. It's not necessarily to say you shouldn't buy, because no one can time life, and no matter what, whether it's a seller's market or a buyer's market, time keeps going. And all you have in life is time. So you have to be mindful of, not just how much you're paying, but how much time are you wasting and how much time do you have left. I often talk about that with regards to age, etc. So tonight I want to talk about what makes it a seller's market. And what should you, the buyer, and myself included, at times I'm a buyer, what should you be looking at? What should you be aware of? And if you're a seller, should you be waiting or should you be seizing this moment? Emotions, all tied in. You got to be very careful. Number one is when the stock market is high, it tends to be a seller's market because a lot of people's equity, their net worth, whether it's in their 401k, personal investments, pension plan, or their job, if they work for a publicly traded company. If you work for Planet Fitness, you work for a publicly traded company. If you work for Home Depot, you work for a publicly traded company. If you work for DoorDash, you work for a publicly traded company. If you work for Walmart, you work for a publicly traded company. So if the stock market is an all-time high, that means companies are hiring. And right now, Planet Fitness, Walmart, tech companies, hospitals, they're hiring. So when the stock market's all-time high, people's net worth is at an all-time high. People's job opportunities are there. Now you have high unemployment right now, but why it still makes a seller's market is because you have stimulus. And they talked about today, they're going to probably pass another stimulus package. Another $1,400 $1 check, $1,400 one-time check, probably in March. And an extra $400 a week or whatever from federal unemployment assistance. So many people who are currently unemployed are making more than they made when they were working. So it's not a recession, it's a boom. Because if you're not working, you're making more. Two is, if you wanted to work, there are job opportunities. Three is, people's net worth is at an all-time high. Four is, there's no foreclosures, so house price is going to keep going up right now. There's no evictions. There's no destitute. There's always a few that fall between the cracks, but there's a lot of people that they're watching me right now on YouTube. They're wasting time. They could be doing something else. Okay, and they bitch and moan, I don't have this, I don't have that. Hey guys, look, you wasting time. Okay, you got time, don't bullshit me. But overall, guys, look, there's always going to be some exceptions. But overall, right now, everyone's doing good. The unemployed, people own homes, people don't own homes. Now, look, someone going through a divorce with 5 kids, yeah, guys, there's always going to be that. But what are they doing? And right now, if they're getting a divorce and they're selling their house, they're selling at an all-time high. They're splitting that profit halfway through. The guy's going to be okay, the girl's going to be okay, and they're going to be emotionally torn. But it's better to go through that during a seller's market than a buyer's market, because then they're not going to make any money on the house. Most of people's net worth is tied into their house. If they're a renter, then they can go where the jobs are because they're not committed to one area. And if they can't pay rent, they're not getting evicted. And they're getting more stimulus, they're buying more cars. This all creates an environment where you have a seller's market, where you have prices going up. Buyer has to beware. Interest rates still very low. This creates asset prices going up. So you have to beware as a buyer that you don't get caught up in this emotional thing. See, I just got emotional. See, now then you get all excited. Okay, you get that FOMO, the fear of missing out, which becomes now a catchphrase. And look, there's a legit thing to that. You may miss out. But I want to tell you this. If you can learn to focus on self-care and live below your means and discipline from missing out, even if you catch some high-flying assets, you're going to destroy your life. Because there's no way you make every right decision and never miss out on anything. If you do, you're lying. You know, you're like the guy I went to Atlantic City where every time you gamble, you win. You're like the guy I know with stocks. You never lost on stocks. You're a millionaire. You know what I mean? Everyone takes L's. Okay. Now, look, over time, I think you can do better with things. Because through failure, you learn how to succeed. Because you learn how to slow down. You learn that you're willing to miss out on some stocks. What I learned as an electrical contractor, don't take every job. Because every job's not your strong suit. Every job is not a high profit margin. Every job doesn't play into your personality and the jobs that you're good at. See, you have to be willing to miss out to focus on what you do well. It's a seller's market, guy. Don't be confused. There are no steals out there. There's no cheap-ass houses that are worth it. Because remember, you can always get cheap, but you're getting cheap for a reason. Because why would a seller in a seller's market sell something below market value? There's no reason. Because right now, if there's a decently priced house, it sells like this. I mean, even this is the quickest I've ever seen in and I went through the boom before the housing bust in 2008, and I never saw houses sell this quick, even then. Because even then, there wasn't a stimulus, there wasn't no foreclosures, there wasn't no rent evictions, there wasn't what we have now. Okay. So it may continue for a long time. I don't know. It will all depend on the Federal Reserve with interest rates. That's the government. Because if interest rates go up, the stock market goes down. That's an asset, and that's a lot of people's net worth. If interest rates go down, the stock market goes down. People don't want to get as much mortgage because it costs more. Housing prices go down. And if the stock market go down, house price go down, jobs slow up because housing creates a lot of jobs. You know, I tell you guys, the real estate agent she or he would be a stripper if it wasn't real estate, wasn't popping. All the construction workers on a real estate transaction, the closing agent, the mortgage, those are all companies. Those are all people. And when you buy a house, what do? You go to Home Depot. Home Depot's a publicly traded company. They're hiring people. Okay. So, you know, if you're not buying houses, if you're not hiring construction workers or real estate agent, if they're not going to Home Depot stock is down, and that's how you get the market to go down. So why would you want the market to go down? It's a thin balance. You don't want the market to go unsustainable, but you don't want the market to crash. Some people who live in fear and they always trying to, wait for the cheapest ever. They want the market to crash. Guys, you're never going to, look, it's just is what it is. It's like, right now, you're in a seller's market. Okay. Tony, what's up, man? Good to see you. Tony, peace emoji. Love team, man. Tony's in Canada. He goes, where I live, there are bidding wars on every house, here too in Florida, in all over the country. People on average are paying 20% above asking price. Great comment, Tony. You're right. Could you imagine that? That means if a house is listed for $300,000 right now, the average price in America for a house is $300,000. That means that if someone's willing to pay 20% above that, that means they're willing to pay almost $360,000. Now, maybe they're not willing to pay that much, but I would certainly see it in South Florida. If a house listed for $300,000 and it became a bidding war, I could see 10%, $330,000 very easy. I saw a guy I know in Florida. He just did a video about that. He lost a couple houses on a bidding war. But lose a house. Lose a spouse. Oh, don't lose a super chat. Pay it on. $2.99 super chat. What's up, pimp? Hey, man, I'm showing up. I thank God I showed up. I thank God I let the house go. I let the girlfriends go. I thank God for everything I missed out on. Because what I could tell you is this. I'll take my chances with inflation, but I won't take my chances on an overpriced house or an overpriced RV. I won't wait or pray for the market to crash. I'll keep enjoying every day, managing my budget, picking up side hustles, and picking up super chats. $3.99 super chat. I love this show. Well, thank you, Peyton Place. Shout out to Peyton Place. Shout out to Peyton Nolan. I like the word pay. Okay, I like that word pay. Love to you guys. Remember, in a seller's market, if you're not disciplined, okay, you're going to be exposed for the Chick-fil-A, greasy soup, high cholesterol motherfucker that you are. No discipline. Okay. You got FOMO and you also been doing no fab. Okay. Because you're unbalanced. Okay. You say, well, what about Bitcoin? I say, guys, look. You have to invest with what works for you. Like I told you, as an electrical contractor, I learned that I should not. I remember I was at a diner one time in New Jersey, and we were eating, and the guy saw my truck outside. He goes, "So you're an electrician?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "We got a sign we need lit up outside of our diner." He goes, "Do you do it?" And I just I would just started my contracting business. Said, "Yeah, I'll do it. I would do anything." And the guy was with me, who I would, pay some money to help me. I would pay him on the side. I'd pay at least $25 an hour. And after I got done talking to the owner of the diner, he was, "Sam, you don't do signs." I said, "Yeah." I just said yes, But all I did was give him an estimate. And I learned there I have to slow my enthusiasm. Because what I learned is I do best small jobs in and out. Because that fits my personality. I don't like big commitment. I don't like big liability. I like small incremental without a lot of responsibility. Ceiling fans, panel changes, GFI repairs. And I did good for myself on how I wanted to live. Now, I knew one guy, he liked to rent bucket trucks and he went bankrupt. That's true. But that's each your own. Okay. But what I want to tell you in a seller's market, if you just say, "Yeah, I do that, I'll take that, I'll sell, I'll buy, sell. If you're just going like that, if you're watching Jim Gray, you all this, you're fucked up. You done fucked up now. Okay. Remember that part of ministers, you done fucked up now? Yeah, that's right. You just signed for an overpriced house. However, if inflation goes up, that house may be worth more. Definitely be worth more than this car in a year. I'll guarantee you. Well, maybe not. I don't know. That'll be worth more than my car. But I just at least give you a thought that, guys, never buy a house where you're not inspired. Never buy a house above your means. Never buy an overpriced RV, especially if you're trying to live simple. Never buy a diesel gasoline car if you're trying to go electric. Are you focused? Let's go. Once the baby boomers really start to die off, hold on a second. Hold up. Wait a minute. That's my guy Fred from BK who saved me when I went down a mental torment when I had to go back to New Jersey during the coronavirus. What's up, Fred? Hey, Sam. Hope you're well, bro. I do feel good, man. Thank you, man. I hope you're doing good. Been busy, but I appreciate you staying with me, man. But still keeping tabs on you. I gave you a shout out the other day, man. And keeping that inspiration from your videos. Keep it up. Well, thank you, Fred. As I show up, I get better. And like I say, guys, I'm not gay, but I use this as an example for my girls. The first time you suck a dick, you're going to gag and spit. Okay. But if you do it every day and you show up, you're going to be deep-throating and getting the bowls. Okay. So I use that as an example, especially to wake up some of you psychopaths, to show you that if you show up every day and you do something every day, you're going to get gradually better. My first live feed sucked. My first members only chat sucked. Look at me now, kicking ass. Over 15,000 subscribers, money bags growing. Okay? The trolls who want everything to be free, everything to be... Guys, we're not going back to free. We're in a seller's market. It's not a trolls market. Trump got eliminated. Biden's in. Okay? Guys, trolls are dead. Okay? Boundaries are up. Guys, it's a creator's market, not a trolls market. Yeah, you're done. Yeah, it's a creator's market. Yeah, all the trolls are done, guys. I hate to say it. You're done. Let's take a hydration break. Yeah, shout out to Fred. And shout out to Peyton Place and Peyton Nolan, Upscale and Tony. Guys, we're in a creator's market. Hello, what's up, brother? Upscale. Yeah, once the baby boomers really start to die off, there's going to be a glutton of homes, especially in the South, that may or may not balance values. I've thought of that often too. It all depends on how the baby boomers go. Like I often say, a lot of you guys, and I used to think this way, you think that when someone dies, like they just fall off a mountain. But the truth is it lingers, it takes a while for most people. And what happens is when you're a caretaker, you like basically say, well, I hope this motherfucker dies because I'm tired of taking care of him. That's true. It's one of the worst parts about life. And you got to really exercise self-care when you're a caretaker, guys. It's a horrible part of life. Okay? And there's a big money bag in the caretaking business. So if you ain't got no skills, slap you a magnetic sign on the side of your SUV and say, I'm a caregiver, okay? And you charge $25 an hour, okay? All you got to do is wipe ass and listen to stories, okay? I'm going to upload a video in a couple days, a step-by-step tutorial on how to take a dookie. It's going to help a lot of you people out there. Okay? Don't forget to watch. Subscribe if you're not. So, yeah, I agree with you, Upscale. Thank you again, Fred. Peyton Nolan, Peyton Place. Hal. What's good, my brother? What's good to you, man? Love to you. I'm very, very proud of you. I hope you're doing well. I was praying for you today with your new apartment. Loving the energy. Every time I just get going. Okay. It's like I don't feel like going, but once I start, I get better. I don't feel like going to work, but I love getting that direct deposit. Okay. I don't feel like dealing with the psychopaths online, especially the couple trolls they just wait for I to go. But I love getting super chats. I love the net revenue. Guys, you don't feel like I don't love to go to the gym, but I love how I feel, built when I get out. You'll never enjoy doing something until you start and you accomplish. Whether it's your money, your health, or any goal. Okay. And most of your goals are not going to be tied to interest rates. That's truth. So in a seller's market, you need to check yourself. What are my goals? Are my goals that I have to own a house? Or because you can live in Florida and not own a house and enjoy your life. Or do you have to own an RV? Because you can live the nomad life and not have an RV. Or you could still have a goal to have a house, to have an RV, or to have anything that you need to purchase, but you could always still be slow and find something that will be below your means or wait. Because you're surviving right now. What does the human need to survive? Food, water, air, and shelter. And let me tell you something, guys. Been living in a car for 4 years. And I've had people in houses with heating and air conditioning bitch and moan to me. Okay. So you can figure it out and you can make your life better. I had some apathetic person, I don't know what his name was, Jijazu or something, talking about, I don't like when people say take charge. You can't take charge of anything in life. What type of person is this? If you can't take charge of anything in life, just sit down on your toilet bowl and smell your own shit. Okay. What type of person doesn't think you can at least give effort and make your life a little better? You can't sell your house. You can't move to Florida. You can't DoorDash. You can't do something to make your life better? Yes, is there some shit outside of our control that sucks? Hell yeah. But guess what you do? You keep pushing forward. Why? Because what's the alternative? Sit there and smell your shit, and a lot of people doing that. A lot of people, they just sit there on the toilet bowl and they smell their own shit like Al Bundy. And they try to think about how can I, and they're not even trying to really focus on how do you make your life better. For them, it doesn't matter if it's a seller's market, a buyer's market. Al Bundy was taking a shit on a toilet bowl in Chicago in the 80s when it was a buyer's market. But there's a lot of people out there right now, they look like Al Bundy Jr., Peggy Bundy Jr. They're eating bonbons, they're watching stimulus, they're watching stocks, and they put no demand on their life. And they masturbate to Zillow.com. And they refuse to masturbate to regular porn. They do nofap. I don't understand that. I'll never understand the psychotic mind that will watch a horror movie but won't watch porn. You know what that tells me? It's acceptable to you to watch someone be murdered, but not acceptable to you to watch someone get cream pied. What type of mind is that? Yeah, I'll tell you what type of mind it is. They can't wait for the next Batman to come out. And they don't want to watch Batman because they want to see Batman save the world from evil. You know why they want to watch Batman? So they can see the devil Joker. And they can wear the Joker face. And they say, oh, what's that Joker gonna? That's why people go see Batman. What type of mind is that? Unhealthy mind. What I want to tell you is this. Okay. For that type of mind, it doesn't matter if it's a buyer's or seller's market because they lost focus on self-care. They didn't realize when you're at the RV dealership, respect yourself and go for a walk. When you're in a bidding war, respect yourself and go for a walk. But instead, you know what they do? They take a shit and they look at Realtor.com. They take a shit and they look at RVTrader.com and they don't even get up. You know their legs are falling asleep on their toilet bowl? You know that? You know there's some people tonight that their legs will fall asleep on a toilet bowl? And they stand up and they think they're paralyzed. But the truth is they've been sitting there for 45 minutes. It's a disgrace. Okay. So let's take a hydration break. Oh, Jesse O, what's up? It's true, guys. Hal, I take my nightly walks. There you go. To your lives. There you go, brother. You walk to improve your life, man. Yesterday, you had me doing like 5 miles. Well, sometimes I light fire under that ass. I love you, brother. Very proud of you. Jesse O, my first ever member. I just realized today that family ain't shit. Well, hey, amen, says the Yacht Club. Even though I got a great mom and I'm thankful for my family, but I totally understand what you're saying. People, please move on with your life. What? Jesse O, 100 emoji. You can still thank God for the moments that the family may have blessed you. And I've been blessed with moments. But as an adult, it's time to move on. And that's how I tell Hal, I am proud of him for going to get that own apartment. Now, if you're disabled or if something's wrong, then by all means, if you're going through a divorce, you can live with family, go through emergency. But don't live your life like you're in an emergency. Because I'll tell you is this, there's a level of independence and dignity, okay, when you take a shit either in your own toilet bowl or the gym that you're paying membership for. Because when you'll get to feel like shit when you live with family. It's true. Because you're not independent. And there's something that is in the human being's being. You gotta live your own life. You can go and you can visit and you can love people, but you gotta live your own life. Okay? But that means you gotta do what you gotta do for you. Even in a seller's market. Okay. You gotta go out there and figure it out. Okay. Good job, Jesse O. Love to you. Hal. I told a friend the other day about how I don't want to take the apartment in Sheepshed, Brooklyn. Don't tell anyone shit, man. Why? You on a mission to do you right now. You don't need other people's opinion. Let me continue to read, though. Because I felt I was going to be comfortable. He don't understand that, man. He probably the one told you to sleep late. I told him I want to feel uncomfortable. He don't understand that. He's the type of person taking a shit and his legs fall asleep on a toilet bowl. Because I want to grow. I grow better when I'm under pressure. Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. You want to push yourself without putting too much pressure. And that's why I say, like, move out, secure the bag. And, you can do that. He said, you don't need to be uncomfortable to grow. I said to myself, he didn't see Rocky. That's true. Now, don't forget, Rocky got the shit beat out of him. All right, don't forget that, y'all. So Apollo beat him in the first one. So I just try to make the point, you do need to feel uncomfortable. But I also told you, go after that job, secure that job. Because you got to have that cash flow. Now, right now, you're making stimulus. You're making good money. You're probably going to get another bag, too, in March. That's good. I'm happy for everyone. I want everyone to get it. But I also want you to know there will come a day when there's no more stimulus. There will come a day when there's no more seller's market. Now, I believe in universal basic income, and I don't want the market to crash because I don't like to see society in mass shambles. But I want to know, I know that life is, there's going to be a level of balance in some way. And no, even if there isn't, even if it stays a seller market for our entire lifetime, you should still want to go out there, and if you have the physical and mental capability, go make your own life. You don't want to be having to protest if you don't get the stimulus because then you can't live. That's for the destitute and those who cannot help themselves. If you have the physical and mental ability, take the stimulus. I'm not telling you don't take it, but I'm telling you as soon as you can get back in the workforce, get back in. Why? Because if not, you're going to be waiting for every time they see if they're going to renew the stimulus. And that's like waiting to see, is it going to work out living with your parents, or waiting to see if the girl's going to text you back. And you know what you're going to get back? You're going to get back a text with the letter K. Have you ever texted a girl or a guy your heart? You gave them a 3 bullet point text about how you feel, and they text you back the letter K? You know what that means? Go fuck yourself. I got other shit going on in my life. Okay. And so you don't want to wait around for other people to live your life. If you need help, you accept the help. You say thank you, and that's it. But what I'm trying to tell you is you got to start to work on helping yourself if you can. Because that's an independent good life. If not, it's a disaster. Good job. Jesse, I love you. Sorry I missed that. Hal. I followed up today at Walmart. Good. The interview went great. Good. The pay is $600 every 2 weeks. Good. Just get that cash flow coming in, and then it's easier to get another job when you have a current job. They said they will keep in touch. We will see. This is the last time waiting for stimulus. There you go, brother. Hey, look, Instacart, DoorDash, Uber, some of those have got to be open in Kearney, New Jersey. Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness always hiring. Okay. And look, remember, you don't work, your dreams don't work. Remember, I'm for stimulus. I'm for universal basic income. I'm for universal health care. But I am also know through my own life experience that if you don't go after your best life, you're going to get what you need to survive, but you're not going to thrive. And for some people, that's good enough. I've met people, they say, look, I don't want to live in abundance. I want to just get by. And I respect it. That's their mindset. I'm not mad at that. And I want to get ahead. I don't have to be a billionaire. I don't have to, because guys, I'm not living this lavish life, but I want to feel a level of being in control, and I want to get the most out of my life, and I want to do things that inspire me and try to figure out how I can make some income that way. Okay, because to me that's a great blessing. So for some people, though, like I said, they're just taking a shit and their legs fall asleep. So everyone's different. Let's go. Real estate is a game. Everything's a game. It's true. You either play it or just see it as what it really is. A place to live and not get involved in the crap it can bring on you. No, it's true. I mean, as I mature, I see the value of real estate if you're a real estate investor. But it's a lot of work. It's not just passive income. I see the value of real estate if you have a family and you're going to hold long term and it's in an area you like to live and it's below your means. I also see the liability of ongoing maintenance, storms, and you're not going to be able to get in and out. But again, it's an individual thing. I certainly would not tell everyone to live in a parking lot like I'm doing. I certainly would not tell everyone to buy a house and live in Home Depot like many people do. I say I've done both. I've done renovations. I've owned a house for 15 years. I've lived in my car for 4 years out of a bag. And I had a house when it was a buyer's market, meaning my house, I owed more money on my house than I could sell it for. It was a buyer's market. I waited, not until it was a seller's market. I waited till I could just sell and get out of it. Just pay off what I owed and just get out of it or whatever. And as soon as I could, I sold. And I don't regret it. Why? Because in my opinion, if you don't like where you live, and if it's not below your means, you should sell as soon as you can get out of it. Because if not, you're going to waste your life. Because you can get back equity if you wait. You can get back a lot of things many times, but you can never get back time. And I'm not telling you to take a loss, but I'm telling you right now, in a seller's market, if you don't like where you live and you're not selling, don't bitch to me, okay? If you wake up and you're 67 and you need a knee replacement and a hip replacement, and now you want to come to Florida, and now it's a buyer's market, and now I'm going to say, hey, you should have sold when it was a seller's market and you had 2 good knees. Okay. Oh, that's the message tonight. Click that thumbs up, click that blue join. Don't just sit there on a toilet bowl with your legs falling asleep. Take that roll of toilet paper and smack the shit out of yourself. Okay. Because what I can tell you is this, guys, most people are walking around with dookie under their fingernails. Okay. And that's why they always smell shit. Totally unfocused. Back live comments. Where are we at? Upscale. I read that. Upscale. I was training a new guy today that just couldn't understand how I live in an RV. That's all right. He don't need to understand. He don't pay your bills. I told him what it costs. Yeah, you could if you want. You don't have to, but I understand it. He goes, I really think he was jealous. He's been thinking his way, the right way is to live. Well, to be fair, I can understand. I mean, if someone would told me 10, 20 years ago that living in your car is great, or even living in an RV, I would have looked at him funny. So I can but I always told you guys the story when I was working construction. There was one guy that was never stressed out. Thank you, Al. That's a good toilet paper emoji. I didn't even know they had that, man. Good job, Al. I remember I worked construction. There was this one guy. He didn't live in an RV, but he lived in a mobile home. And he lived cheap as hell, and he just kept his income. And I said, why is that guy never stressed out? And that was why, because he was always financially straight. Now, look, I mean, there's a cost to live in an RV. There's a cost to live in a car. Nothing is free. I think in many regards, you can live in a rented room cheaper. But you're going to be taking a dookie on the same toilet bowl someone else in that house taking a dookie. You're going to be masturbating while your Airbnb landlord is in the other room. Oh, guys. Now, I'll live in my car for the win, okay? I'll live in a Class C for the win. So, but again, that doesn't mean that my way is right or Upscale's way is right. But I'm glad that Upscale shared his life to at least plant the seed with this person that there's another way to live. Now, yes, a house tends to appreciate and an RV tends to depreciate. But it's a lifestyle difference, okay? There's a lifestyle difference, okay? When there's a hurricane, you can leave. You don't have to worry about hurricane insurance or worrying or praying. If jobs change from one state to another, you can move. If you don't like your neighbors, you can move. If you don't like whatever, you can move. Flexibility and independence. So, and you can invest your money in other ways. Like a home is just one asset. That doesn't mean it's the only asset. You can invest in stocks or bonds or Bitcoin or whatever you want. I don't recommend any. It's up to you. But a house isn't the only way you can make long-term investments. For many people who have a family, it's kind of like the default one because they figure, well, we got to live somewhere. Our kids have to go to school. So let's just buy a house because we're going to be here for a long time. And I can understand that. All right, let's take a hydration break. Good job, Upscale. Keep sharing your life, man. Proud of you. I hear you, Jesse. Stay positive. I know. Upscale. He bags a lunch. I buy out lunch every damn day. Yeah, it's true, guys. Look, when you buy a house, you're going to have to cut back on the food expense. When you sell your house, you can eat out every day. So I'm not saying there's a right or wrong. I'm saying what type of lifestyle do you want to live? That's true. You either eat like a king or you pay a king's ransom for your mortgage. One or the other. But, you can find some below your means. Hal, yeah, toilet paper emoji and smack the shit out of yourself emoji. Good job, man. Fred, check out the movie No Man Land. Nah, I'm good. Was not like about Box Van Deb or whatever, but I'll check. I respect what you're saying, though. He goes, it's about a woman in her 60s, a Box Van Deb, I heard it was like after, who loses her life savings and decides to live in her life as a nomad and finds herself. Yeah, I shouldn't mock that. Fred, I got nothing but love for you. But the No Man Land and the Bob Wells thing, I don't think you find yourself living in a van. I think you find yourself through self-care, supplemental income, and doing something you love like Bob did. Bob Wells should tell everyone, the reason I found myself was because I created a YouTube channel, I wrote a book, I have a website, and now I'm a movie star. Box Van Deb was able to find herself. That's what that movie's kind of after, because she had a GoFundMe account. She was living on like $250 a month, and then people gave her like $1,000. So I believe that Bob Wells helped me. I believe that every nomad, especially on YouTube, helped me. I believe in the nomad life. I live it. I don't like what was that Bad Boy song? Like, we ain't talking it, we living it. Guys, I'm living a nomad life. I'm not in, shout to ESP. I see you, I love it. I'm not in the Airbnb, guys. I'm not in, anywhere, guys. I'm out in the streets. And I love the nomad life. I'm glad I sold my house. I'm glad I'm living this life. I would recommend it for anyone who's healthy enough, young enough, focuses on self-care, has a job, picks up supplemental income, and is willing to deal with the risk rewards. But I just think many people, I love you, Fred. Yeah, it was a book, but it wasn't a real thing. That's the problem. See, the No Man Land comes across as a documentary, but it's not fact, it's fiction. See, Cinderella may come across as a documentary, but it's not fact, it's fiction. However, again, I do not want to disvalue Bob Wells or any of the nomads, because I'm a nomad and they help me. I don't want to be negative towards the nomad life. Again, it's a blessing to me. Blessing. Adam Thomas Outdoor Bushcraft, well, may the blessings of a new member rain down on me. Rain on me, like Ashante said when she was skinny. Damn it, Adam, good to have you in here tonight, man. Thank you, brother. Welcome to the live chat, man. We're on fire night. Guys, it's a creator's market. After trolls died after the members only chat, guys. Hey, I hate to tell you guys, it's you gotta just watch the price of my memberships go up. It's a creator's market, guys. Hate to say it, trolls. Hey, man, you did to yourself. You had a lot of opportunities to ask me good questions. You fell asleep on a toilet bowl, and now your legs, they're paralyzed. They can get their life back, but you got to smack shit out of yourself. Adam, looking forward to supporting a fellow YouTuber. I appreciate that, man. I saw a couple of videos about outdoor bushwhacker stuff, bushcraft. I don't really. I saw the videos. I don't support channels anymore. You can promote your channel. I'm okay with that. But I got burnt a couple times. I was going on people's channel. I was leaving the comments. I was saying, follow this person, follow this person. And what happens is I put too much energy into it, and then then I just get disillusioned. But I want you to be able to say, look, I got a channel. That's fine. I don't care. Because I went on other people's channel, and I didn't have a channel, and I did the same thing. So thank you, Adam. I want you to be successful. My number one thing I tell any potential YouTuber is have a main job. And I think you told me that in the comments there. You got a main job. Good. 2 is build up a consistent routine and upload schedule. 3 is you have to do videos other than you just in front of the video. And if you're totally lost for videos, go to a car dealership and do a video tutorial of every new car. Go to, what's like an outdoor thing? What's that outdoor shop? Go to Bass Fishing Shop. And go do a video of new bass fishing stuff. Do tutorials. Because, guys, as sexy as I am, as much as people like these live feeds, a lot of my higher view videos come from tutorials of RVs, homes, or how to change a filter. You got to mix it up. Like when you're in a boxing ring, you may have a strong uppercut, but you got to hit them with a jab a little bit. You got to mix it up. Consistency and mix it up. And have a main job, and that way you can be creatively free. Never forget it. What I want to tell you is this. Your best life does not depend on a seller or buyer's market. It depends on your consistency, your habits, the grace of God. I still believe in that. And as you do that, and as you discipline yourself not to chase the market, but to create a life, you will find the answer. I want you to walk away from some opportunity so you can walk to yourself. Because I don't know everything. I don't predict everything right. I don't try to bullshit you guys. I know this though. If you are not always focused on self-care, it will never matter whether it's a seller or buyer's market. Because if you're not taking care of yourself well, who the fuck cares if you made equity in your house? Who the fuck cares if Bitcoin goes up to 1 million but you have a stroke? Who the fuck cares if you're going to make money on your house if you're getting a divorce and you're in a bad place? Now, all these things may still happen to you. Because I know good people that went through a stroke. I know good people that went through a divorce. We can't avoid life. But all we can do is live our best life. And I can't feel guilty for sharing the reality of life. Thank you. All right, back to live comments, guys. Where are we at? Thank you, Fred, though. I do agree with you that, again, when we were talking about the nomad life, I do agree. And I do recognize the nomad life has value. I'm very grateful for it. I'm very grateful for you. And I do think for some that the nomad life is a great reset. It's a great adventure. And it's a great way to live for certain people. And I love you, brother. Coconut's in here. Hey, bro, Coconuts, market's back up today, man. Jesse O, I was low-key staying in Massachusetts. Oh, God bless your heart. Because of family, been down that road. I had to admit to myself today, I love you. I don't even have a mortgage to worry about. Time to plan my exit strategy out of here. And then she gave like the out of here emoji. Jesse O, this is what I want to tell you tonight. March 20th is the first day of spring. Should you wait till March 20th to get out of Dodge? Nope. You say inspirational nomad, that's only about 20 some odd days away. Well, in my experience in life, people who wait for the perfect conditions, they never sell, they never buy. However, don't just get up and leave without having, like you say, like I always say, your exit strategy, your savings account, your supplemental income in place so that you can remain independent. So don't be reckless, but don't wait for the perfect conditions. And when you live on your own, whether you live as a nomad, whether you live in an Airbnb or whether you live in a house, it's not going to be perfect. But in my opinion, unless you're in an emergency, it's going to be better. When you're in an emergency, do what you got to do to survive, but never live your life in a state of emergency. It's time to reopen up your life. Like we say, like it may be time soon to reopen up America, to reopen up the world travel. It's time to reopen up your life. You shut down your life. And you shut it down because of an illusion. You thought it was better than what it really was. Like, when you leave your ex, you go, you know what? Well, maybe it wasn't that bad. It was bad. There was a reason you left. I remember when my parents got divorced. And my father wanted to go back live with his parents. He tried it. It didn't work. I remember when my mom told me when they were married, they tried to live with his parents to save up money while the house was built. It didn't work. What I could tell you is unless you're in an emergency, it doesn't work living with family. Now, if you're in a third world country, you gotta live with family. Why? You ain't got stimulus, you ain't got DoorDash, you know. So you do what you gotta do. Okay. But if you're in a first world country, shit. What I can tell you is this: it may not be perfect, but you can do it. You can do it. All right, let's continue to read. Good job. Upscale. My goal is never watch No Man Land. I haven't even seen Titanic. Yeah. Well, I hear you, man. I'm kind of similar, but I got nothing but love and respect for Fred, stand-up guy, and I know what he means. He has a passion. I don't know if he's living the nomad life, but I know he has a passion and a love for the nomad life and just for positivity. So, Fred, whatever you recommend, I always support because I know you've been with me for a long time, and you're always on that positive stuff. And I got nothing but love and respect for you and everyone in here. You guys know what it is. You know I get rough. But I know the good people out there, okay? And I appreciate you. Upscale. Oh, yeah, right there. ESP, what's up, ESP? Alaska's in the building. Oh, yeah. Now, ESP, and she loves Box Van Deb. Let's see what ESP got to say. I want to say this too, ESP. I was thinking about you. ESP, let me know in the comments below that you're still in here. ESP, this is what I want to tell you tonight before we read your comment. I was thinking about you today. I want you to be an astronaut. I'm serious. I laughed last night and we had fun and it was good. But I thought about what you said last night. Like, when we talking about like Elon Musk taking us to Mars, like we were all joking. But then it dawned on me what you said. You said you want to go to collect data. And I'm not being sarcastic, I'm being dead serious. See, to me, that tells me something about your passion. And I'm dead serious now. Like I tell you, like, guys, I'm going to Florida, okay, to study the data on Latina MILFs, and I'm dead serious. And you see my passion. And last night I did you a disservice, ESP, because we were having fun and laughing, and I didn't acknowledge and respect enough that passion. And I want to add a log to that fire. I totally believe you're smart enough. I'm not saying necessarily to be an astronaut. I think you could be, but to get into some realm where I see like you and Upscale, you got that passion for outer space. You should come here and work for SpaceX. Come to Cape Canaveral or whatever. And I'm dead serious now. Because I do believe part of your best life is if you have a passion, if you're nerdy into astrology or whatever, you got to go after that. Because there's something in you that's who you are. And, we could joke about it, but I'm dead up. That when you have a sign, like you get into something, like, you guys know, like some people think like I'm into some shit like, they're not into. But you guys know I'm doing me, and I want you to do you. And when I say do you, it's not just give everyone the middle finger. It's what is your passion? And then I want you to add logs to the fire to keep that thing burning. See, ESP, what I tell you is you undersell yourself, okay? You always think you're getting laid off, and you may get laid off, but I think you're a keeper. And two is, I really think you could probably be working for SpaceX or doing some smart shit like that. But I think you got to go after it. Because I think you undersell yourself. You don't need to tell your mom or whatever. You don't need to tell anyone. Just like you ain't tell them about you living in a car. Don't tell them you're coming to Florida to work for SpaceX. Just fucking do it. And then you send them a free ticket to Mars. And you say, Mom, meet me up there. But I am dead up when I tell you, you better start acting up to your potential. Because you're into data, you're into science, you're into astrology or whatever, space. And you better do something to go after that. Because I don't want to be sitting in this live feed 10 years from now and you be working data entry in Alaska. That's not who you are. 10 years from now, you should be up in Mars. And how am I going to know that? Because you're going to give a super chat and it's going to be the Mars. Mars is going to have its own currency. Maybe it's Bitcoin. Because we already know Elon Musk is going to be the president of Mars. And I want you to say, Sam, I'm up here in Mars collecting data, making a lot of money, okay? And I got a dildo that floats in the air because there ain't no gravity. Okay. And I'm going to tell you, ESP, you followed your passion. But I want you to be scared and do it anyway because you're smart enough to figure it out on the road. You're smart enough to figure it out in outer space. See, you'll never know that you're smart enough until you put yourself out there. Now, there's been some psychopaths that come on my channel, and I hate to say it, they ain't smart enough to complete a DoorDash delivery. I hate to say it. Now, I don't wish bad on them, but I would never tell them to go out to outer space. I would tell them, wait for the next stimulus and try to do what you can. Okay. But ESP, I mean, I got to keep it real with you. You're way smarter than that. Okay. Now, I want to keep it real with everyone. Just because you're smarter than someone else doesn't mean you're better than anyone else. Because I know people right now, they're not very intelligent book-wise, but they're still great people, and they're doing the best they can. Whether it's a coloring book or whether it's changing oil. Because I know one guy on YouTube, the guy doesn't have a high school diploma, but he is smart as hell when it comes to mechanical issues with a car. And this guy could be making a lot of money if he applied himself, okay? Because he's very smart mechanically. He put me to shame. And that's what sometimes frustrates me. And what frustrates me too is he's got a YouTube account, he doesn't even monetize it. I'm saying to myself, why are you wasting your time, man? If you're giving of yourself, it's not a crime if you change someone's brakes and you charge them a fair fee. It's not a crime to work at something that you're passionate about and charge a fair fee. It's a crime if you sit there and you live below your potential and the real reason you don't charge a fee, okay, is because you want everything free because you're scared to put a demand on your life. And even though you got all the talents, it's easier for you to dumb down yourself than it is to push yourself. But that's the biggest lie in this world. Because once you push yourself, you realize, you know what? This ain't that hard. Okay. Just like you realized it ain't that hard to live in a van. Just like you realized it ain't that hard to give a blowjob. Okay. Just when you realized, you know what? I could take this dick and deep throat it. If you can do that, then damn it, you can do a lot more than you think. But the sad reality of life in a seller's market, there's someone sitting on a toilet bowl looking at Zillow.com, getting FOMO, thinking about the last time they took a big one up the ass. Their mind is totally undisciplined. And life is more than just the value of a product. Now, I never want to live in a world where we're doing barter and trading. I don't want to barter and trade with free. I don't want to do that in the world. But what I'm trying to get to you at, guys, you can walk away from a lot of things in this world and still be fine. But you can never walk away from yourself and be fine. If you walk away from what you're passionate about, you're going to take that dildo and you're going to ram it up your ass every day. You're going to abuse yourself. The whole reason you live below your means is not so you can live on the cheap. It's so that you can do your creative venture, your passion, and have enough buffer to fail. See, the whole reason you're living a non-conforming life is not to hide in the corner and masturbate in a Planet Fitness shower. It's so that you can go after your dream. But some people, they're just trying to wait for the market to crash to buy low. What type of person is that? Remember why you sacrifice. It's so that you can go after who you are, what you want out of life. Not so you can wait in fear or be overzealous in anxiety and chase the market. And until you're willing to sweat like I'm sweating right now, you're never going to realize who you are, what you want. And if you don't realize that, keep hearting your favorite property on Zillow. Keep watching the after hours market. You got to manage your time. Plo, he's right on time, man. Much love, self-care, time management, self-control. You nailed it. All right, we're going to go back to live comments, guys. I'm sweating my ass off. It's starting to get hot in Florida. Just how I like it, coconuts. All the psychopaths going to head back up north. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stay here and drink my smoothies. Keep living my best life. And I'll come back up north when there's a hurricane or it's fall season. Okay? Because let me tell you something. I'm not going backwards. I'm not going up north. I'm not going to Mars, but I think ESP should. Because this is my passion, South Florida. I don't have a passion for Texas. I don't have a passion for Oklahoma. I have a passion for South Florida. It's not 90 degrees yet, but I can't wait for the day. Because some people, for them to sweat, it's a bad day. For me, when I don't sweat, it's a bad day. Oh, it's a difference. See, that's the difference between passion. For some people, it's a good day when they can go snowboarding. For me, it's a bad day, guys. Very bad. All right, let's go back. Live comments. Thank you again, Adam, for joining. We'll get all live comments now. ESP. I read the book. Still my No Man Land now. I read the book a year or so ago. The No Man Life movie was good, but it was slow and a bit sad. I'm not surprised. Total fiction. Fred, I didn't know there was a book. Cool. I have to check it out. Fred, I love you and I respect you. Hal, Jay-Z said it. Can't talk about it if you ain't living it. No, I agree with that. But Biggie said that first. Like Nas says, Jay says everything Big says. If you listen to the first song ever on Bad Boys mixtape, the Lox and Biggie had a song called Can't See. And then Biggie said it in his verse with the Lox and Biggie. If you listen to that Bad Boys mixtape, you'll hear it. Adam, man, welcome again. He goes, looking forward to supporting a fellow YouTuber. I appreciate that. I wish you much YouTube success. Fred, woo! Welcome, Adam. One love. Adam, yeah. Wonder how the bushcraft scene is down there. What is bushcraft? I don't even know what that is. In Florida, there's a lot of bush. I know that. Hallelujah. I'll tell you this, guys. See, so I like bush. That's true. I don't like the shaving cooch. Okay. So, but I know you probably talking about a different type of bush. Let's see. There's the Everglades. Maybe you're talking about that. He goes, oh, God, I want to thank you, Lord. I was thinking about that bush. Woo. When I move down there, I'm thinking about continuing there. Yeah, I gotta Google what's bushcraft, man. That's not like witchcraft, is it? Let me see what this is. Bushcraft? I gotta Google this, Adam. I don't know what this is, man. Let me know. Bushcraft. Wikipedia said bushcraft is the usage and practice of skills, acquiring and developing knowledge and understanding in order to survive and thrive in a natural environment. Oh shit! They got like a machete and knives, and you out in the woods. Hell no, man. I'm in the Starcraft, man. Starbucks craft. Where I'm in, I'm in air conditioning, man. I got a latte. Yeah, I got a Latina MILF on the side. My investments up. I got CNBC on the side. Yep. I got Fidelity app open. I'm counting my direct deposit. But I respect your hustle. There are people out there in the woods. They got the machete. They got like, they're cooking their own food. Hell, I'm in Sprouts, guys. I'm in Whole Foods. I'm like, yeah, let me get that almond milk. You know what I mean? Stocks are up today. Sit on me. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But I respect the hustle. All right, let's go back to live comments. Uh, Adam. Yeah, bushcraft. Yeah, I didn't know what that was, man. Thank you. Hal. Welcome to the yacht club. Yeah, we in the yacht club, guys. We in the yacht club. That's true. I fuck with the. Well, you fuck with bushcraft too? Hal, you in Brooklyn, man? How you doing bushcraft? I never heard of this. That's the Boy Scout me. Oh yeah, I never been to the Boy Scouts. I think those Boy Scouts are panhandlers. Yep, the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, to me, they're the biggest panhandlers. They're all, what they need to raise money for. That's why they went bankrupt. I think the Lord struck them down. Coconuts. Welcome to the private yacht club. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Coconuts. Adam says, thanks, guys. I've been following him for years, really? But been on and off the channel. Well, you keep doing you. I understand that. Thank you, man. Adam. I lived in my vehicle for 3 weeks. Oh, in Key West? I'll give you a lot of respect. Thank you. For the time you put into this channel. Thank you very much. And also living the nomad life. Well, thank you, Adam. Love and respect right back to you. Thank you. ESP says I'm here. Well, I hope you heard. Thank you. I hope you heard that. I meant that. I was thinking about you all day. Go after your passion. And don't sell yourself short. Coconuts laughing on the ground. Good. Laughter is good for the soul. Coconuts. I want to collect date on coconuts. Well, I keep telling you, Coconuts. You rich, man. You could come down here. They got Wi-Fi. You can still trade stocks down here, man. A lot of people trading stocks down in Florida, man. You don't need to be in Manhattan for that shit. Coconuts data. Oh, here we go. ESP. My sister told my mom about the Mars thing because she doesn't want me to do it. Yeah, see, that's why I had to speak on that. You should do it. And whether or not it's to go to Mars or whether it's to work in an aerospace company, that's up to you. But I saw and I felt in the spirit, that is a passion of yours. And you get into highly intellectual aerospace stuff. And that's not by accident. You know what I mean? So you got to go after that. And you can't be scared to show that you're smart and that you like that. And that's okay if no one understands, including me. You got to go after it. Just like my man Bushcraft, Adam. Like, you know what I mean? I already told him, like, I'm into, like, the yuppie life. But I want him to go after the Bushcraft life. Because I'm dead up, guys. I want you to go after what inspires you. Because if you're not living an inspired life, you're living a depressed life. Yep. I had some depressed psychopath try to tell me I was doing clickbait. Yep. I said, damn, man. Well, I guess I ain't going to take advice from someone who's depressed, right? Okay. So, what I can tell you is this. I hate to say it harsh like that. But sometimes, guys, you got to be a little harsh. I hate to say that. Because I don't like to hurt people. I like to love people, but I like my distance. Okay? But I don't like people fucking with me. Okay? And I don't like people who haven't put in the work of their life. Now they're a therapist. Now they're an analyst. Now they're a psychologist. But just 2 days ago, they were depressed. Now all of a sudden they figured it out? Yeah, all right. See, that's how intense you got to get when your sister starts to tell you shouldn't go to Mars. Oh, yeah? I would say, look at your sister's life. Look at her relationships. Look at her career. You say, that's harsh. I said, no, that's real. Was your sister depressed just 2 days ago? Popping pills? Fucking with a drug addict? And she telling you shouldn't go to Mars? Get the fuck out of here, man. I tell you, call up Elon Musk right now. Tell him, book you fucking next flight. Next flight out, I'm on that shit. See, until you get in that mindset, guys, you fucking around. You're waiting for a seller's market, buyer's market, and you don't fuck your life away, man. A lot of people wasting their life, man. Not good. Coconuts, drop the mic emoji. Thank you. Love to you, Coconuts. Thank you for all your support, man. I appreciate you, Coconuts. ESP, I appreciate your encouragement. Well, I mean it 100%. And I appreciate who you are. Coconuts. Yeah, big dildo emoji, Coconuts. You're good with those emojis, man. Okay, Coconuts. See, I just told ESP all the shit she should do. Coconuts, you should be an emoji guy, man. You're fucking killing it on those emojis, man. Coconuts got a dookie emoji. Coconuts. I don't think I'm going to upload tomorrow. I think I'm going to upload on Friday. Give everyone like a good Friday special. On Friday, Coconuts, I'm going to upload a special video. It's called How to Take a Dookie. A step-by-step tutorial. Yep. Tune in on Friday, brother. Pluto. Much love, brother. Much love to you, Pluto. I respect you. I respect what you're doing. You're out there in California living your dream. Much love, brother. One day at a time, self-care, self-control, and time management. You are so focused. It's not even funny. And I like that. Coconuts. Oh, yeah, I like a hot emoji and thermostat blowing off the water. Guys, girls, is anyone still listening? Please put in the live chat, what do you think the normal human temperature is? Someone put in the live chat because I'm about to say it. I want to give you psychopaths, not you guys, but I'm just saying that out loud. I want to give people a shot to tell me what's the average normal human temperature. The normal human temperature is 98 degrees Fahrenheit. I think it's 98.7, yeah, 98.6. So sometimes people say, Sam, it's too hot in Florida. I said, what are you doing? You taking a cold shower? You living in a cold state? The average human temperature is Florida temperature. It's 98 degrees. What do you think you do to your body when you suffer through winter? What do you think you do to your body when you take a cold shower? Your blood vessels constrict. You're supposed to be at 98 degree Fahrenheit weather to maintain your body temperature. You're supposed to be sweating. That's your body cooling itself. If you're not sweating, your body's trying to heat up. Some of you are very cold, very dry. What I want to tell you is this. I don't know the temperature in Mars. Someone Google that. ESP, now you're an astronaut. What's the temperature right now on Mars? I want to know the 10-day forecast for Mars right now. I don't know the 10-day forecast for Mars, but I know this. The 10-day forecast for South Florida, 80, 90 degrees. If you add the humidity, and I like that. Now, for some psychopaths, that's too hot. The normal body temperature is too hot. That's right. Because they're not normal. They're living this below average life. Where they want their DiGiorno pizza at 98 degrees Fahrenheit, but God forbid their body get 98 degrees Fahrenheit. That's truth. Their pizza needs to be burnt. Their hamburger needs to be burnt. Their hot dogs need to be burnt. But God forbid their skin burns. That's true. Oh, that's all I want to tell you tonight. Back live comments. Kathy! I noticed you were in your Kathy shot. Kathy, I don't even want to know the temperature in Chicago. Love to you, Kathy. God bless you. My day was good, Kathy, overall. I'm doing the best I can. How was your day? Coconuts. Bushcraft is living off the land. Yeah, I never heard of that. This is my first time hearing that. Adam. Bushcraft is the ability to survive in the woods or in a survival situation to be able to make a shelter. Shelter is needed for human survival. To find water source, do have a food source. That's the bushcraft life. Okay, so to find the basic elements of human survival, water, food, shelter, air, etc. Okay, yeah, for me, water at the all-night gas station or Starbucks for free. Food at Whole Foods or Sprouts or Farmer's Market. Shelter is my car. And air is at the beach. Woo! Thank you, Jesus. But I respect what you're doing out there, man. Fred, I learned something new today. I didn't know what bushcraft was either. Yeah, I didn't know that. I appreciate Adam sharing that. We're all learning. ESP. And I guarantee you a lot of people didn't know the average human temperature. I guarantee you. And I guarantee you a lot of people who didn't know the human temperature, I guarantee they stuck their finger up their ass. They stuck their finger up their ass, but they never stuck a thermometer up their ass. That's a shame. It's a disgrace. ESP. She is usually supportive sister. Well, I know, I was just ad-libbing a little. I love to death. No, I respect that. You know, I was just ad-libbing. She just didn't want me to go on a one-way trip. Well, hey, look, we all on a one-way trip. I don't know if you guys know, but none of us leaving this bitch alive, okay? We going way past Mars, guys, okay? See, like, I still don't realize, guys, some people think, like, guys, we all gonna go, you know? So, you gotta live your life. Because what I can tell you is don't wake up like Jesse O in Massachusetts. Because you got it, guys, we're all gonna die. So, I'm not saying love your sister. I know you love your sister. I respect your sister. I respect your mother. But respect yourself. Never forget it. ESP, 98 degrees, 98.6 Fahrenheit. But individuals differ. If anyone has a temperature below 95 degrees Fahrenheit, they're a corpse, okay? What's the lowest body temperature a human can survive? Someone answer me that. I guarantee you it's probably colder where you live. Coconuts. Buy the dip and ride the rip. That's a rich motherfucker talking there. I ain't mad at that. And I started learning the bushcraft because I wanted to see, okay, if I could survive and do some scenarios. Okay. Like an adventure. It's like an adventure almost. Test yourself, push yourself. Because you never know what's going to happen in this crazy world we live in. Now, it's true. Like anything can happen. The coronavirus kind of taught us that. But the coronavirus also told us that, guys, you're going to make more money on unemployment. There's enough toilet paper for everyone to have. And you're going to get your food delivered to you by DoorDash during the pandemic. So, you know, now look, it can go to, now we can't get the, you know, something can go crazy. Now, Adam, I'm counting on you, brother, because I'm going to need your help, man. If the shit really goes bad, I'm going to need someone to tell me how to do that. I don't know how to start a fire. Because for me to start a fire, guys, I'm lighting a match. You should have saw me at first campfire. I tried to do it very bad. I hate to say that. I tried to burn my taxes. I did a video. I want you to YouTube search Inspirational Nomad Campfire Taxes. My first campfire, what I did was I burned every hard copy of my past federal income taxes. Not because I was trying to hide something, but I don't got nowhere to store them, okay? I got everything on digital. All right, let's continue to read. Coconuts. 76 to 86 is normal. 76 to 86? Nah, that's way too low, man. Oh, wait, maybe not talking about the human body temperature. You talking about something else? Fred? Yeah, 98.6. That sounds better to me. Adam. At work every day, I check my temperature. It seems to come out to, 97.8. Adam checking his temperature. This guy's ready to survive, man. This guy's ready. At least he's focused on human survival. Some people are taking a shit and they're focused on watching the house values go up. And that's a seller's market. So look, guys and girls, I hope this video helped you in some way tonight. I want to welcome and thank Adam. I want to thank Fred for his gracious super chat. You've been a blessing to me, brother. I want to thank all those who came in here tonight. I want to thank Peyton Place, Peyton Nolan, my man Tony, Upscale Strong, Hal Strong, Jesse O, first ever member, ESP, my favorite astronaut now, Kathy, always on the low, but I appreciate you coming in. Thank you, Kathy. Coconuts, guys doing great. And guys, look, if we go to Mars, Coconut's going to profit because he got money in Tesla and Bitcoin. So I'm very proud of him. And my man Pluto, so focused, man. This guy's focused. I like that, man. Pluto, you're doing great, man. Keep it up, brother. And I think I touched everyone. If I didn't, forgive me. I tried to acknowledge and show gratitude. Because remember, guys, we have gratitude, not entitlement. Remember, whether it's a seller's market or buyer's market, we have gratitude, not entitlement. We push forward. We take one day at a time, one step at a time. Focus on self-care. And that includes hygiene. I'm about to take a shower, brush my teeth, and floss. And, you know, look, if you want to buy a house, whether it's a buyer or seller's market, just make sure you buy below your means in an area you want to live. If you're not where you want to live, if it's a seller's market, guess what, guys? Red lights are shining. Sell. Okay. If you missed out on an opportunity, whether it was a stock or a house, guess what, guys? Yeah, we miss out on some opportunities. But it's better to be slow to buy and quick to self-care. Because that will sustain you longer than a house, a car, RV, or anything else, or a stock. Okay. And I'll see you guys and girls next one. Peace.